In this video, we look at investing surplus money from a downsize. I've already modelled a downsize at Marjorie's retirement event, which is this spike here. If I go into year view and scroll along to that year, you can see in the investments tab that the surplus money from this property sale, i.e. the blue above the black line here, that's not been used to meet any of the expenses, is going into Marjorie's cash, the default cash account. And in here it's growing at the cash growth rates that I've set. If I go to dashboard, into savings and investments, it's this one here, Marjorie's cash, the cash sweep account. Instead of the money going into cash from the downsize of the home, we would like to model it going into an investment account. So I'm going to set up a what if scenario for this. What if I'm going to copy the right sized home plan, not the base plan, and it's going to be right size home and invest surplus. What we need to do now is go to the plus button bottom right and select transfers. In the year of the property downsize, the money from the downsize that's in surplus, i.e. that's not needed for expenses in that year, is treated as surplus. It doesn't actually reach that cash account until the end of the year. So if we're doing a transfer in that year, we have to say the source is from surplus, not from the cash account. It's going to the investments account, and I would like all available surplus. It's no against recurring, it's a one-off, we want to do this. And when transferring from surplus, we keep no at transfer before paying expenses. In timing, the downsize is at the retirement event. You see the black line now rises up to meet the top of the blue bar, and if I double click on here to go to year view and investments, there's a contribution now into the investment account. Click on the investment account to see the details, and in expenses it's added to the expense list, surplus contribution to investments. If I want to, I can compare to the other plan, so let's see, compare plans chart view, and I'm going to compare right size home and invest surplus to right size home. The cash flow charts look a little bit different. There's no red in the one where it's invested, and if I go to the assets chart, you can see there are now assets left at the end of the plan. Thanks for listening.